Daviau. If you have not known him by now, well, you should by now.
It's quite alright if no one's ever heard of me.
Unlikely. Yeah, so, Rob, so what are you doing at Toy Fair today? I mean, at Toy Fair this weekend?
Well, it's a little bit of a family trip to New York, but also I come to Toy Fair now past 4 or 5 years. You have meetings, look at what news coming out for this year, talk to some publishers where I have games with them, talk about publishers about maybe doing games in the future. In the years past, I've had a lot of ideas to show, but I'm kind of overbooked right now, so I'm not showing or looking for work, so it's just more of a casual catch-up.
Okay. So, like, when I was here last year, my first time being at Toy Fair last year, and since you've been in the toy industry, when I first saw the Toy Fair, I see all the tall walls that the toy companies have, and then when I look at the board game companies, they're all very open. There was a very big contrast to me, and that was the biggest difference.
The biggest problem with toys and games is they're lumped together because they're very different in how they're sold, how they're produced, how they're marketed, the secrecy around them, the audience. They're very different. I kind of giggle when I go up and there's these companies that have these closed boxes and you have to sign in and have appointments. I'm like,
and you cannot
really don't care
film
that much.
anything, cannot record anything, and
you can't take a picture of anything, record anything.
So it's
I mean, it's great because it creates a little bit of mystery and buzz around them, but so it works. So why not?
I guess in terms of, I was talking to Eric as well from Board Game Geek, and he was mentioning maybe the reason why they're doing that is because they want to build up the suspense, the kind of thing. So, in terms of doing things like that, I feel that in the board game industry it's not so much, or maybe I'm not privy to the whole marketing level and stuff like that. Do you think it applies in the board game industry?
Yeah, it applies in a different way. I mean, marketing is getting your product noticed by the right people in the right way at the right time. And with a board game, you usually need a little bit more time to chew it over. You want to hear about the rules, or know the designer, or read up on it because it's a big purchase and you want to know if you like it. A toy might be $8 and a kid says, I want that. So they don't want to have a lot of lead up. If a kid saw a toy right now,
I want it, but they come back.
I want it, but it's out in October, then they'll forget about it. So they want to wait until the last minutes because you don't need a lot of time to decide if you want it or not. You want it. You want kids, because it's almost always kids, to say, I want that right when the parents are thinking about Christmas.
There's also another thing that's striking to me is that when I walk around, I see that most of the people who are making the buying decisions are older people. So I'm thinking, when they think about, this will work well with the kid, for example, do they have to role play?
It's a common issue. I think it's different. I don't have the mindset of a kid anymore, but I'd like to think I know what a kid likes, but I'm probably wrong. But if I were making buying decisions, I would certainly be around a lot of kids or see what they like, or have focus groups. So I don't think it's age that necessarily makes a difference, as long as, because you're not going to have kids buying stuff, as long as they are doing their work to know what is popular now. Yeah, it's weird because some people make some very bad decisions of what kids like or don't like.
It's also quite interesting, I think, to see that it's such a big impact. If I'm the buyer, my decision will impact what my store is going to be selling, and that also kind of influence what kids will
absolutely
get.
Probably in mass market gaming, the games buyer for Target and the games buyer for Walmart are the most important people in the games industry, because they decide what goes on the shelf. And if they don't like something and don't want to buy it, that game will be dead before it won't even come out. So those two people decide mass market games. So most people don't even think of it.
In a way, they kind of also decide what the kids like, and
they decide what the kids like. They decide what gets promoted, what
the kids will learn from, and stuff like that.
They're the gatekeepers to the store shelves, and they have a lot of power.
It's very interesting.
It's not a bad thing. It's just a largely unknown thing. Most people don't think about it.
So I was thinking, this year will be a very exciting year for you, because Seafall is coming out.
It's been an exciting year so far. And Seafall is coming out. Gen Con.
And Origins Day coming out? No, not that.
I don't know exactly when the date is. I mean, we were shooting for Gen Con. I'm not sure if that's still the date or not. So it'll be out as soon as possible. It's another one of those big games. Right? When you think by now I would understand how long they take. But it's important to get Chronicles Origins right because it sets the Chronicles is the series Origins, the first game, because it sets the stage for a whole series of games. Actually, when you came over, I was staring into space. I was designing in my head. When people see me staring, they think I'm doing nothing. That's actually when I'm working the hardest. Right? It just looks like I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, I have the same. I have the same concept of planning for games as well. Yeah. So besides Seafall, is there anything else this year?
I just had a game come out called V-Wars, which is based on a comic book with the same name. That's just getting into distribution now. Pandemic Legacy Season 1 is still going well. Thank you all for people who bought it. Let's see, then Seafall, and everything else is probably next year.
Next year, okay. Yeah. I think Seafall will be big enough.
I really hope.
A lot of marketing has been done for the many years.
Yeah, well, that one was big. I put a lot of time into it. The joke I make is it's either my Lord of the Rings or my Hobbit. Peter Jackson tried just as hard on both of them.
Yeah.
You know, one's received a lot better than the other.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been asking the other publishers, are there any, for aspiring designers, for designers for upcoming, are there any themes or age groups or genres that they might want to try to tackle because it's underserved?
There's certainly some themes that are overdone, right? You can look around and you can say, I see a ton of games like this, and so you don't want to necessarily be one more of those. But if you're an aspiring designer, making games is hard enough as it is to force yourself to be in a theme that doesn't inspire you.
Yeah.
So I would tell you, if you want to get into the industry, just make a game you love, right? And if don't force yourself to be like, well, I don't really like puppies, but puppies might be big, because you won't. It'll just be too frustrating, right? You won't like it, because when the game has problems, which it'll have in design, you're like, why am I even doing this? I don't even like puppies. So I'm just saying, while you could make the mistake of maybe doing yet another X game, whatever that is. I mean, but in general, I'd say just do something that really inspires you, so that you don't mind going through all of the struggle of making a game.
Yeah, things I cannot imagine for Seafall, games that take a few hours to 1 or 2 hours to play. The playtesting, the time that you need to have playtesters to actually sit down and playtest. I mean, to actually go through that, like what you say, you must really love your game.
Yeah.
So much so that you can.
Oh yeah, you'll hate it by the end. Then you know you're almost done.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for talking with us.
All right. You're welcome.